Hey guys, welcome back. Free Tip Friday. Try and keep the camera a little more steady so it's not such a nauseating experience. I just had to show you guys this. My workbench is coming together. Look at that sexy through tenon. Ooh, daddy like. Alright, that's all you get. You're gonna have to wait till that video's done. But it's time for an angry Free Tip Friday. I'm just pissed off at all the poor craftsmanship I come across. And I would have thought this was common sense and I wasn't going to do a tip video on it, but not only have I found it at my house, on my actual shop barn, the same thing is happening at my client's house out in Oak Bay, which is like a fancy neighborhood. And the problem is this, people. I thought like this is a no-brainer, but clearly people that can build barns still do stupid stuff. Check this out. The idiot that built this barn, or at least the idiot that poured this slab here, poured the slab flush, or even actually a bit above where the wood framing starts. So all the water that lands on this, and it's not even sloping away, because you can see it's puddling here, it's just running right over top of the curb wall that this wall's built on and into my shop, and just puddling in my shop in there. Water's just pouring in, and then you can see that it's just rotted everything to shit. And now I gotta rip apart this whole exterior wall, because even along here the grade is right up within an inch. So you know the rule is this: in Canada it's 8 inches from wood framing. 8 inches of concrete is supposed to be exposed before grade, and even that grade is supposed to be drain rock right up to the surface, not soil. So I would advise you, if you're living in an old house or a house that's maybe had some do-it-yourselfers working on it, take a walk around your house and make sure that you have exposed foundation all the way around, that there's no grade or water puddling up against the edge of your house where there's wood. Because anywhere you put earth, whatever you put earth up against becomes earth. It's just the laws of nature. Imagine that. And the same thing, some idiot landscaper out in Oak Bay where I'm working, he backfilled like 6 inches of gravel against the wood framing, the exterior of the house, so that his brick pavers could come up flush with the doorstep. So ultimately what's going to happen is all that water and moisture is going to leach into the siding. It's going to create moisture in the wood, which then attracts mildew and bugs and rot. And eventually all that 6 inches of wood that's in contact with the ground, that's below grade, is going to become earth. And then the weight of that house is going to just settle, boom, and all that is going to drop, and the whole house is going to be effed in the A, as I like to say. So use your head. Do not put earth against a wood building, people. It's just unbelievable. The work I gotta do to fix this now, I gotta rip out studs, I gotta cut it all back and put in new plates and seal it all properly. I gotta jackhammer out this whole slab here, make sure that, check and see if there even is drain tile. I don't even know if there is. It's an old building and it obviously wasn't really done to code, but keep the ground away from the wood structure of your house, people. Frick. Like, you've got to be a real prick to convince a client that it's okay to just backfill up against the house. Maybe he put a little tarp in there. I found on the other section of the house he did the same thing, but he put a roll of flashing up against the building, like thinking that's going to do anything. Guess what, people? It's not going to do anything, because the inside of your house is heated. So wherever hot meets cold, guess what happens? Condensation. So the hot air that's escaping through the wall of your house is getting trapped on the inside of that flashing, and guess what? Condensation. So it doesn't matter if you're preventing water from the outside. touching the side of your house, there's going to be condensation in between that layer. You have to have air circulating all the time so that that hot air can come through, evaporate, and go into the sky and not rot your building out. Okay? So there's absolutely no excuse, no reason, there's no rule anywhere that allows you to put earth against your building. It doesn't matter what kind of membrane you got in there. It cannot go against wood. Unless maybe you live in like Mexico or Texas or something where you don't have rain. I live in the Northwest, and it's like a couple of years, your house is going to be rotten. So, okay, I'm done. Take it easy. Use your head. Samurai out.